1 Series. The 1 Series started BMW's journey into the compact luxury segment in 2004, bringing the brand's sporting DNA to a smaller, more accessible package. Born from BMW's desire to capture younger buyers, this entry-level model maintains the brand's signature rear-wheel drive architecture, a rarity in the compact segment that sets it apart from competitors. The 1 Series embodies BMW's ultimate driving machine philosophy in its most distilled form, offering precise handling and responsive engines in a compact footprint. Over the years, it has evolved from the original hatchback design to include coupe and convertible variants, before the coupes were later rebranded as the 2 Series. The first generation became particularly renowned for its optional straight-six engines, a power plant typically reserved for larger vehicles, creating pocket rockets that delivered performance well beyond their modest dimensions. Current models emphasize efficiency alongside performance, with turbocharged 4-cylinder engines that deliver impressive power while meeting stringent emission standards. Though it now shares its platform with Mini, both owned by BMW Group, the 1 Series remains a true BMW at heart, compact, driver-focused, and engineered with precision. 2 Series. The 2 Series debuted in 2014 as BMW's spiritual successor to the legendary 2002, the compact sports coupe that helped establish BMW's performance credentials in the 1960s and 70s. This model emerged when BMW split its compact offerings, with the 1 Series continuing as a hatchback while the 2 Series took over the coupe and convertible body styles. The 2 Series preserves what many enthusiasts consider essential BMW characteristics: compact dimensions, rear-wheel drive architecture, and perfectly balanced weight distribution. It's offered in multiple flavors, ranging from the everyday 2.3 to the high-performance M2 competition, the latter packing over 400 horsepower in a nimble, track-ready package that many critics consider the most driver-focused car in BMW's entire lineup. The 2 Series Grand Coupe later joined the family, although it breaks tradition by using a front-wheel drive platform shared with Mini, creating controversy among BMW purists. The 2 Series Active Tourer, meanwhile, ventures into multi-purpose vehicle territory, showing BMW's willingness to adapt its numbering system to new segments. But it's the traditional two-door 2 Series that represents BMW in its purest form, a compact, agile machine with perfect proportions and an emphasis on driving engagement over outright luxury. It's the BMW for driving enthusiasts who care more about cornering balance than rear seat space or the latest tech gadgetry. 3 Series. The 3 Series has been BMW's bread-and-butter model since 1975, establishing the template for what we now know as the modern sports sedan. Originally conceived as a compact successor to the 2002, this model has grown substantially over 7 generations, while maintaining its fundamental mission, delivering the perfect balance of performance, luxury, and everyday practicality. The E30 generation from the 1980s is now considered iconic, particularly the first M3, which established BMW's motorsport credentials for road cars. Each subsequent generation brought technological advancements while staying true to the winning formula: near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, responsive inline engines mounted longitudinally, and chassis dynamics that set the benchmark for the segment. The 3 Series lineup has expanded dramatically over the years to include wagons, touring models, Gran Turismo fastbacks, and even a Grand Limousine with extended wheelbase for the Chinese market. Engine options have evolved from naturally aspirated straight sixes to today's turbocharged 4- and 6-cylinder units, plus diesel and plug-in hybrid variants. The current G20 generation leans more toward luxury and technology than some of its predecessors, prompting debates among enthusiasts about whether BMW has strayed from its driver-focused roots. Despite these discussions, the 3 Series remains the volume seller that finances BMW's broader portfolio and continues to serve as the benchmark against which all other compact luxury sedans are measured. It's the definitive BMW, the car that established the brand's identity and continues to embody its core values. 4 Series. The 4 Series emerged in 2013 when BMW decided to separate its coupe and convertible models from the 3 Series sedan, creating a distinct model line with its own identity. Based on the same platform as the 3 Series, the 4 Series features a wider track, lower center of gravity, and unique suspension tuning that gives it a more planted, athletic character. The most recent generation sparked intense debate with its prominent vertical kidney grille, a dramatic departure from BMW's traditionally horizontal design language that polarized opinions among enthusiasts and critics alike. Beyond the controversial styling, the 4 Series continues BMW's tradition of building exceptional grand touring coupes with a perfect blend of performance and long-distance comfort. The lineup includes the standard coupe and convertible, plus the four-door Grand Coupe that combines coupe styling with sedan practicality. The range-topping M4 delivers supercar rivaling performance with its twin turbocharged inline-six, producing up to 503 horsepower in competition trim, rocketing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. Inside, the 4 Series offers a driver-focused cockpit with higher-grade materials than its 3 Series counterpart, emphasizing its position as a more premium, style-conscious alternative. While purists may debate its styling direction, the 4 Series continues to deliver on BMW's promise of combining luxury with sporting character in a package designed for those who prioritize style and driving dynamics over practicality. 5 Series. The 5 Series has served as BMW's executive sedan since 1972, occupying the crucial middle ground between the sporty 3 Series and the flagship 7 Series. Now in its 8th generation, this model has historically been BMW's technology pioneer, introducing innovations that eventually filter down to the rest of the lineup. The E39 generation from 1995 to 2003 is widely considered the high watermark, striking a perfect balance between luxury and sportiness that later generations struggled to maintain as the car grew larger and more comfort-oriented. Throughout its history, the 5 Series has offered an impressive range of engines, from efficient 4-cylinders to the legendary V8S and even a V10 in the E60M5, a Formula One-inspired power plant that remains one of the most extraordinary engines ever fitted to a production sedan. The current model embraces electrification with the 530e plug-in hybrid and the all-electric i5, signaling BMW's transition toward an electrified future while maintaining the model's executive appeal. Beyond the standard sedan, the 5 Series family has included touring wagons, though no longer offered in the US market, and the controversially styled Gran Turismo hatchback. The M5 remains the performance flagship, evolving from naturally aspirated engines to today's twin turbocharged V8 with over 600 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and supercar rivaling acceleration. Throughout its many iterations, the 5 Series has remained a technological showcase that balances luxury and performance in a package sophisticated enough for corporate executives, yet engaging enough for enthusiast drivers. It's the mature expression of BMW's philosophy: refined, capable, and quietly confident. 6 Series. The 6 Series name has been applied to several distinct BMW Grand Touring models since its introduction in 1976, each embodying the brand's approach to luxury performance coupes of their era. The original E24 generation established itself as an iconic GT car, with its shark-nose styling and straight-six power, remaining in production for an impressive 13 years. After a hiatus, the badge returned in 2003 with the E63/E64 generation, which featured controversial Bengal-era styling but offered tremendous performance with its range of V8 and V10 engines. The third generation that arrived in 2011 expanded to include not only the traditional coupe and convertible, but also the 4-door Grand Coupe, perhaps the most beautiful modern BMW, with its perfectly proportioned fastback silhouette. In its most recent incarnation, BMW shifted the 6 Series nameplate to the 5 Series-based Gran Turismo, creating the 6 Series GT, a practical but polarizing fastback with generous interior space. Throughout its various forms, the 6 Series has represented BMW's interpretation of the Grand Touring concept: powerful engines, long-distance comfort, cutting-edge technology, and a more relaxed driving character than its pure sports models. The M6 variants pushed performance boundaries with up to 600 horsepower, carbon fiber components, and track-capable handling while maintaining luxury Grand Tourer comfort. Though the 2-door models have now been replaced by the 8 Series in BMW's lineup, the 6 Series legacy continues as one of BMW's most successful expressions of performance luxury. Cars designed for covering continents at high speed while cocooning occupants in sophisticated comfort. 7 Series. The 7 Series has been BMW's technological flagship since 1977, serving as the brand's canvas for innovation and luxury. Each generation debuts features and technologies that eventually cascade throughout the lineup, from the world's first electronic driver aids to today's advanced autonomous driving capabilities. The 7 Series competes directly with the Mercedes-Benz S-Class in the full-size luxury sedan segment, but with a distinctly different philosophy. While Mercedes emphasizes comfort and opulence, BMW's flagship maintains a driver-focused character even in its most luxurious form. The E38 generation, featured in the film The Transporter, is widely considered the most perfectly proportioned 7 Series, combining elegant design with sporting capability. In 2001, the E65 model, designed under Chris Bangle, dramatically polarized opinion with its avant-garde styling and complicated iDrive interface, yet ultimately influenced automotive design across the industry. The current 7th generation model makes its boldest statement yet, with massive kidney grills, split headlights, and an illuminated front fascia that glows at night. Inside, the 7 Series transforms into a technological sanctuary with theater screens, automated doors, and materials that rival bespoke luxury brands. Engine options have ranged from inline 6s to V12 ES, though the latest generation emphasizes electrification, with the i7 electric variant leading the charge into BMW's battery-powered future. The 7 Series has always fulfilled multiple roles: boardroom shuttle, diplomatic transport, high-speed autobahn cruiser, and technological showcase, all while maintaining BMW's driving dynamics in a package that prioritizes presence and innovation over subtlety. It's where BMW demonstrates what's possible when cost constraints are lifted and engineers are given freedom to innovate. 8 Series. The 8 Series nameplate has graced BMW's ultimate grand tourers across 2 distinct eras, each representing the pinnacle of the brand's performance luxury philosophy. The original E31 8 Series debuted in 1990 as a technological tour de force, featuring a sleek pillarless design, pop-up headlights, and an optional 5.0-liter V12 engine. Developed during BMW's economic boom years with virtually unlimited budget, it incorporated cutting-edge features like a multi-link rear suspension, electronic damper control, and the world's first car phone with an integrated antenna. After a 20-year hiatus, BMW revived the 8 Series name in 2018 to create a new flagship coupe positioned above the 6 Series, offering it in coupe, convertible, and 4-door Grand Coupe body styles. The current generation blends luxury grand touring comfort with serious performance credentials, particularly in M8 competition form, where its twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 produces 617 horsepower, enabling 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration in just 3.0 seconds. Unlike pure sports cars, the 8 Series balances performance with luxury, featuring adjustable suspension systems that can transform from comfortable cruiser to track-capable performer at the push of a button. Inside, the cabin showcases BMW's finest materials, from merino leather to crystal glass controls and carbon fiber trim. While some critics suggest it lacks the distinct character of the original, the modern 8 Series represents BMW's current interpretation of the ultimate grand tourer, a vehicle equally capable of attacking alpine passes or crossing continents in supreme comfort. It's the technological and performance flagship that demonstrates what BMW can achieve when pushing boundaries in the grand touring segment. X models. The X models represent BMW's expansion into SUV territory, beginning with the groundbreaking X5 in 1999, the vehicle that coined the term sports activity vehicle to emphasize its on-road dynamics over off-road capability. This pioneering approach to performance-oriented crossovers has expanded into a comprehensive lineup spanning from the compact X1 to the flagship X7, with each model following BMW's even-numbered convention for coupe-inspired variants, X2, X4, X6, featuring more aggressive rooflines at the expense of practicality. Unlike many competitors, BMW engineered its X models to maintain the brand's driving dynamics despite their higher centers of gravity, using sophisticated suspension systems, intelligent all-wheel drive, and powerful engines to deliver what they call efficient dynamics. The X5M and X6M performance variants push the boundaries of physics with up to 617 horsepower, enabling these 2.5-ton vehicles to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds, while tackling racetracks with surprising composure. The lineup now includes the all-electric iX flagship, showcasing BMW's vision for sustainable luxury with its cutting-edge technology and minimalist interior crafted from recycled materials. Though purists initially scoffed at BMW's venture into the crossover segment, the X models have become the brand's best sellers, funding the development of enthusiast-focused models while introducing BMW's driving philosophy to new audiences. These vehicles represent BMW's pragmatic approach to changing market demands, acknowledging consumer preference for higher seating positions and versatility while refusing to compromise the performance DNA that defines the brand. They're the practical, everyday BMWs that balance the rational and emotional aspects of the brand. M models. M models represent the pinnacle of BMW's performance engineering, created by the company's in-house motorsport division that was established in 1972 to support BMW's racing programs. What began as a small skunkworks operation, developing the legendary 3.0 CSL Batmobile race car, has evolved into a sub-brand that touches virtually every model in BMW's lineup. True M cars, distinguished from M Sport packages and M Performance models, undergo comprehensive re-engineering with bespoke engines, strengthened chassis components, upgraded cooling systems, and distinctive styling that signals their performance potential. The original M1 supercar from 1978 remains an icon, but it was the E30 M3 from 1986 that truly established the M division's reputation, dominating touring car racing while offering enthusiasts a homologation special with razor-sharp handling. The M5 revolutionized the sports sedan concept by packaging supercar performance in a practical four-door format, with the E39 generation's perfect balance of analog feel and modern capability still referenced as a high watermark for the brand. Modern M cars have embraced technology with adaptive suspensions, configurable drive modes, and complex all-wheel drive systems that can switch to rear-wheel drive for track use, though some enthusiasts lament the shift from naturally aspirated engines to turbocharged power plants and the increasing reliance on digital systems. Today's M models deliver performance figures that would have been unthinkable a generation ago. The limited production CS variants represent the ultimate expression of each model, with lightweight carbon fiber components, track-focused suspensions, and increased power outputs for those who demand the absolute best. M models embody BMW's performance philosophy in its most concentrated form, engineering excellence focused on delivering the ultimate driving experience, regardless of vehicle category. I models. The I models represent BMW's dedicated electric vehicle lineup, showcasing the company's vision for sustainable mobility without compromising the brand's performance heritage. This journey began in 2013 with the revolutionary i3 city car and i8 plug-in hybrid sports car, both built on carbon fiber structures with futuristic designs that deliberately stood apart from BMW&W's conventional models. The i3 featured a carbon fiber reinforced plastic passenger cell, aluminum chassis components, and sustainable interior materials made from recycled bottles and eucalyptus wood, establishing BMW's approach to holistic sustainability beyond just zero-emission driving. The i8's plug-in hybrid powertrain combined a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine with electric motors, delivering supercar styling and performance with remarkable efficiency. After this initial push, BMW temporarily retreated from dedicated EV platforms, instead offering electrified versions of existing models. The company returned to purpose-built EVs with the iX flagship SUV and i4 Gran Coupe, both riding on the dedicated 5th-generation eDrive technology. The latest addition, the i7, brings electric power to BMW's luxury flagship sedan. Unlike the dramatic styling of the early i models, these newer vehicles adopt a more evolutionary approach, maintaining familiar BMW proportions while introducing distinctive details like illuminated kidney grills. Performance remains central to the i division's philosophy, with the i4 M50 and iX M60 delivering acceleration that rivals BMW's conventional M cars. All i models feature advanced technology, including augmented reality navigation, next-generation iDrive systems, and extensive driver assistance features. The i lineup represents BMW's commitment to electrification while maintaining the brand's core values, combining sustainable mobility with performance, luxury, and technological innovation as the company transitions toward an electric future without abandoning its driving dynamics heritage.